Okay, so this is the bottom part of the pyramid head. This is supposed to be skin, I think, from the movie, sewed together to make a bottom apron, whatever. What I use is this brown. I got the fabric at Hobby Lobby. The natural color of it's a brown. See here, it's real light. It's like a light and dark here. That's what it normally looks like, just light and dark over, all over the place, kind of spotted. And then what I did is added the black lines and the blood paint, and then a dark on the bottom. Okay, so for the top, I cut another piece out, and on the edges I painted it black. That way you can tell where it meets up on the other fabric, because without it, you see it kind of blends in a little bit. So I put the spray paint on the edges as black to make it, just so you can tell. And this is just a random piece of fabric that I took. And all this does is just wrap around. I have Velcro on it, so you wrap it around the entire body, and then you Velcro it back to the other side. The reason why I did that is because on the top, let me take this off. On top, you see it's elastic, and it looked kind of funny, you know, since there's no belt or nothing. I was putting elastic in there, and so I use this piece here, the top part, just to hide the elastic so it wouldn't look so funny. It looks kind of like a dress. I mean, I guess that's what it is in a way. The dress, but at least this part here, the top part, hides the seam up there, so it doesn't look so funny. And that's about it. All I did here for the inside, see I just folded it over and then ran a stitch all the way across, and that made like a little pocket. And then I took the elastic and I put it like on a little, out of like a long stick, piece of balsa, and stuck it on that and slid it through the entire pocket. On the edges, alright, this is what I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know how to sew. So I did is I took the fabric, see there, and I sewed. I just kept sewing in and out, just keeping it secure to the top part. And the sewing machine came with some instructions how to tie a knot, how to end a sewing, but I couldn't make heads or tails. So what I ended up doing is taking my glue gun and I blobbed glue all over it to hold the thread there so it wouldn't come undone. And it's not nice, but it works. And then I ran the other side here, ran it to the other side. What I did is I took with the elastic, I pulled it out real tight and gave it some tension, and then I sewed it in there while it was under tension, and then I cut off the excess part of it. It's pretty rough, but hey, it works. Yeah, sewing's not for me. But that's it though. That's the bottom part. Not a whole lot to it. I just took the marker, so you just ran along the edges, and I continued it over to the other side so it keeps on going. And that's it. So you can see the paint now a lot better on this side. Just drew it with a marker, with a magic marker, the permanent marker. Just made up some kind of lines on there. I was trying to go by the picture, just making up something, you know. Nothing too straight. I try to keep them kind of crooked, and just so it looks real rough and dingy, you know. And then went over with the spray paint, the black paint, and that was it. And every now and then I put like a black spot there and just random spots over so it wouldn't look too clean. But if you see here, this is the natural color of the fabric. I got the fabric at what was it? Hobby Lobby. They have a whole bunch of different types of designs. And this one here I thought looked pretty cool. The different colors and stuff. What I did have to do though, if you look on the inside, see how it's real white? That's not the fabric. There. I had to buy this stuff. I don't know what it's called, but it's used to thicken up a fabric, because without it, and you were to put this on without that backing on there, it's really thin. When you go to walk forward, the wind would blow it and it go between your legs. It looked kind of funny. It's really thin and flimsy. So I got this white stuff here. This came in a roll also. And that stuff you just lay it on the fabric and you iron it on with iron, and it sticks to it. It has an adhesive to it, and you just iron over the whole thing So what I did is cut my pieces out and laid it on the ironing board and ironed the whole thing, and then got it to stick to it, and then I cut it out. Once I cut it out, then I sewed it. So yeah, but I guess I probably could have got a thicker fabric. I probably wouldn't have to do it. You can kind of see here it's coming undone. See, it's two-piece on the bottom. I gotta fix that. Yeah, thicker fabric I probably wouldn't have to do it, but I just like the way this fabric looks the way it is, you know. So I had to add the backing to it. The fabric, they sell the fabric itself by yards. So that's 3 feet. So I ended up getting 3 yards. That was pretty big. I wanted to get a little extra in case I ran out, since I never sewed before and didn't know what I was doing. So it gave me extra to mess around with. And I think it was I think $3 a yard. So that's not bad. It's pretty cheap to do. And the elastic was like $2 or something. And the paint I just used what was left over from the costume head. But that's it. That's the whole thing, the whole bottom part. And that's it.